what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
Backed by popular demand, and because of bedtime status, we are welcoming back Nafi. And for all you guys that don't know, Nafi is my younger sister who is better than me in most things in life. And for this reason, I bring her on the show so she can boost the algorithm and talk about cooler things than, politics and social demographics and conquering white supremacy. So without further ado, I give to you Tea with Nafi.
Yo, 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 I'm back. Man,
loud.
that was a great break. I really enjoyed it. It was well needed, Heero. Like after Ramadan, we were doing this during Ramadan, and then we had to do the 24-hour stream. Like it was just a lot. So thank you for the break. Not paid. Appreciate it. Hi, Identifiers. It's Tea with Nafi. I'm back, and I'm not gonna do a rundown of all the tea that's happened in the last few weeks. I'm gonna need y'all to just pay attention because a lot has happened, a lot of things. But let's just get into my first. I don't want to say segment, but I want to do a shout out to this individual, this human being, who's had his ups and his downs, but more so his downs. So I want to say happy birthday to Kanye West, Mr. West, who turned 44 years old today.
Kanye West is 44 years old.
44 years old today.
Them Kardashians will age you, fam.
Well, Kim, no, because Kim is in her 40s as well. I get it twisted. Courtney's in her 40s.
She's half plastic as well.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, they look like they're in their 20s still or 30s. But yeah, he's 44 today. Another big thing for Kanye, just real quick, was the launch of his first clothing piece for Gap. So if you've been watching The Shade Room, TMZ, you saw the blue bomber jacket, which is going for a net worth of $200 per jacket. So if you have a Gap share, I would check it out because it's gonna hit probably Friday. So if you don't have any shares now, you might want to invest because everybody buys anything Kanye sells. I mean, I have a pair of his Yeezys, so I feel like I'm a part of his membership.
Now, if you own a pair of Yeezys.
I own a pair of Yeezys. Yes, I do. The
white. You know how many Gap stocks you could have bought with that?
Yes, I agree. But it was a birthday present from my twin. We have matching Yeezys. So
these are the times I wish I had a twin.
Yeah, that was my 30th birthday gift. I think I had to wait 30 years for a pair. No problem.
And I'd do it again.
Yeah, I'll wait for those. I mean, I feel like I'm exclusive because I have those shoes. So yeah, so shout out to Kanye West real quick. And his clothing line. Shout out to that as well.
What else you got?
All right. Let's take it to Chicago real quick. So I know I started off with Chicago, shouting out, Kanye West.
Just to give you guys a real quick behind the scenes, me and Nafi discussed the which one was going to come first, the order of the stories, and Nafi said, forget that, I'm doing it my way. So, here we have it.
Man, Chicago, what's up? I rep Chicago so hard. People talk about Chicago so much. All you hear is negativity. And I'm just like, fam, pull up. Everybody want to talk about Chicago like it's just a war zone. I mean, I had the same experience when I was in California, Inglewood. Every city has its bad parts, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, Chicago, you're not doing me any justice by what's been happening. So let's start off with Lil Durk. So if you don't know who Lil Durk is, Lil Durk has been an upcoming rapper who's made it to status. He just released an album with Lil Baby. It just dropped last Friday, which was dope. But Lil Durk comes from O Block. So if y'all ever heard about Tekashi 6ix9ine making jokes about O Block and all these things, so O Block consists of a whole bunch of people. Some people went on to be rappers. Some people are still on O Block, right? So as you may or may not know, a couple months ago, King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta, right? King Von was also from O Block, very, very close to Lil Durk, pretty much called him blood family. He was shot and killed. Again, I don't understand what the rappers' mentalities are. If you finally made it off the block, you would think that your mindset would change, that you don't need to do the things that you did when you were on the block, because now you have the financial stability to be able to do things that require you to be in a hotel, not on a block, right? So that's King Von's story. But a couple days ago, Lil Durk's little brother was shot and killed, and people keep saying it was in Chicago. No, it was in the south suburbs. Harvey Dalton area. If you're familiar with that area, at Club O, I have a couple questions. Lil Durk is married. They just released the album Lil Baby. Lil Baby has had an amazing rap career. Lil Baby was just at the White House. He was at the White House with George Floyd's family when they had won the verdict. That's what he do. Like, Lil Baby ain't out here in the street. Lil Baby went to the White House to be with George Floyd's family. So you just made an album, with Lil Baby, and again, Lil Durk has turned his life around. He's not that same old block, this person, that person. He's really made a change. Like him and G Herbo. If everybody knows who G Herbo is, G Herbo made an album called PTSD that talked about his life on the streets and being in a gang and stuff like that. So a lot of these rappers are starting to phase out of that lifestyle because there's more to life. G Herbo just had a baby, welcomed a baby boy, which he named Essex, off the block, the name. But they're growing up. So Lil Durk was one person that, again, is growing up from that block, and you would think that his family would be protected wherever they go. And it bothers me that his little brother chose a place like that when you have money to be in Miami. You could have been in LA. You could have been downtown Chicago, and just not in the south suburbs.
Anywhere but there.
Anywhere but there. Like, I live in the south suburbs. I don't live in Harvey. I don't live in Dalton, but I live in Calumet City. And catch me at no party in Harvey. I wouldn't even go to Dalton Bowl at night.
I fuck with Dalton Bowl,
because there's so much crime. It's so much crime, though, now. Suburbs ain't what it used to be. Because what happens? People finally found out how cheap it was to live in the suburbs, right? Now everybody moved from the city out west to the south suburbs. So it's like, he was shot and killed instantly at this club, which is so sad because it's like, damn, like Lil Durk not only just lost a person who he felt like was his brother, but he actually lost his real brother. And we talk about mental health. It's important. And like G Herbo had a whole therapist and everything like that. And Durk was falling into those same kind of, categories. And it's like, how much mental health can this man take? Like, I only can pray for him because I hope that it doesn't come to him just lighting the city of Chicago up because of what happened. I mean, we were on a positive path, and I feel really bad for him. I feel bad for his family, his little brother. Like, it's just crazy. These are young black boys that are just dying because they're affiliated with this person or that person. And it's just like, we killing our own. Like, regardless of what happens when police shoot black people, we are still killing our own. We kill more of our own than probably the cops kill us. Like, Chicago, we got people still getting shot on the expressway. Like, don't go down Eisenhower. Don't go down towards the west side. You might get shot in your car. Like, they're shooting just random people on the expressway. Like, we got to do better. Chicago, we have to do better. If you have money, please use it. Use it to your advantage. You don't need to be in a club in south suburbs. Like, Secrets ain't even around no more. And Secrets was probably the number one place you used to get shot up in the side. I used to go to Secrets. And I would leave Secrets before the last song played. You know why? Because the last song is typically Knuck If You Buck. And everybody get crazy. Everybody pushing each other. And that's how fights start. So we got to do better. We got to do better. Like, if you are a rapper that's coming up from the streets and you finally make it, make it. And don't come back. Like, you don't owe nobody nothing. That's the first thing they want to say is that you owe the street. No, you don't owe the street nothing. The street raised you. Okay, great. Appreciate it. Now you grow and you fly. You go. Like, don't come back. You don't have to come back. You don't.
As one of my wise parents once said, just because I raised you doesn't mean that you are indebted to me. What's the point of me raising you just so you could serve me for the rest of your life?
Like, be free. Like, the old block ain't going nowhere. But you are. Go somewhere. You've gone somewhere. Like, do better. Like, they gotta do better. And like, just now, Pooh Shiesty was arrested in Miami. Pooh Shiesty also comes from O Block. And then he was apparently shot somebody, is what they're alleging. That he shot somebody. Like, You in Miami to perform. Like, why are you shooting somebody allegedly, and you there to perform in Miami? Help me understand. So you just gonna go to Miami and kill somebody potentially, or shoot somebody, and then you get arrested? Like, is it for credit? I don't know. Like, I don't know what credit you need. Like, I don't know what makes you cool about killing people. I mean, I think you're the lamest person on the planet.
It's a validation thing. It's a validation thing.
You validate. But the first thing they do is you shoot somebody. Perfect example. YFN Lucci, right? He's in jail right now for racketeering, allegedly, and also shooting somebody and killing them, allegedly. But now you crying because you want bail and they revoked your bond. So you do the work to get in jail, and then it's time to do like the sentencing. Can we release that person on bail? And they say no, you really sad and you want to cry. Like, if you're gonna do the crime, do the time. You don't need no bail for what? Why? You could have been somewhere else. You could have been in Dubai, chilling, hanging out.
I always use this as an example when it comes to working out.
I don't want to curse on here, but
but the example works. The example still works in other aspects. You could be out here selling dope, and that sounds great. But have you tried a donut? Have you ever tried a donut? Them motherfuckers are amazing, and you won't go to jail for eating them. So try that. I don't know, but
find something else to do. Find something else to do. That's all I gotta say. Find something else to do. If you don't want to be a rapper, then don't rap. Stay on Old Block or stay wherever you're from, and stop going to basic clubs without no security. Everybody want to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine for having his security. He ain't died yet. This man is still alive, and he is alive and well. And I kudos to him. I mean, he got security wrapped around him, and I'm happy that he has that because he ain't died yet. That's smart. That's how you invest your money in your life. Because when you leave, the money stops.
Invest your money in your life. That's great.
Invest your money in your life. What? Anyway.
What other is this the end of your? Is this segment? Are you done with this?
Let's about to talk about R.Kelly, the last person.
You want to talk about R.Kelly?
Yeah, let's put it all together, man. This is a Chicago segment.
Okay, Chicago
R.Kelly.
segment. Tell me about R.Kelly. What are we talking about R.Kelly for?
So, if you know or you may not know, R.Kelly's set to see the judge on August 9th, right? So that's about, we're about 2 months out to kind of discuss where we're going with this, right? Is he going to have bond? We're going to discuss, flight risk and all the extra stuff, right? In my opinion, they revoke all that because he is a flight risk. But it's so sad. It's not.
Because he can fly?
It's not sad. It's not sad.
I can fly.
So if you remember, R. Kelly's being charged with multiple things, but more so sex trafficking, underage, and exploitation, and then a whole bunch of other things, right? Mm-hmm. Two of his lead attorneys, two of them, have literally motioned and filed to be withdrawn from this federal case. Now, when I was reading some of the facts about it, a couple of the reasons were because they felt like they were inexperienced in his rap sheet that he had. It was just so long. They just felt like they were inexperienced. So they want out. And these are his two lead attorneys. And like I said, he has a trial or appearance in front of a judge on August 9th to prepare for it. Mm-hmm. So he's in hot water right now. And R. Kelly's also, again, requesting bail because he said he is not having a good time in jail. He is a target.
Because in jail, there are three types of people that definitely don't get mercy. It's people
sex
offenders, people who mess with children, people who mess with children, and racist people. They don't get no love.
Nobody want to hear you say grind. Like, nobody want to hear all these bumping grind. They don't want to hear that shit. Like, you are in there as a criminal. You think anybody ask you for your autograph there? No, they're not.
They gonna sign that ass.
He want to be moved from the I think he in 26 in California, in Chicago. He want to be moved. No, you did the crime here. You're gonna stay here. And do it here in Chicago, in your city that you love so much. So, no, R. Kelly, you need to find two new attorneys, and your money running out. Apparently, that's also tea.
That's tragic, man.
I'm sure the next thing we're gonna see is a GoFundMe account for him. I won't be putting anything towards that, but you can put some money towards the Identity booth. Ooh. Donate, like, share, subscribe. But yeah, that's my tea. So hopefully, moving forward, we don't have any more tea about Chicago. Hopefully, my city does better. I mean, Chicago is officially opening up June 11th.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nice weather out there. As the weather gets great, unfortunately, bodies hit the ground. That's just the reality of it. So I just hope people really stay safe. Don't be in places you don't need to be, especially in Chicago. You know exactly where you should be and where you can't be, where you don't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Heero, that's it for me and my tea. Great to be back. Thank you guys. And sip on, my friends. Sip on.
Well, hey, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Nafi, for this tea. I appreciate it. It's been enlightening, and we missed you out here, and thanks for coming on and jumping on with us. But for all you guys that want to know her tags, but there you can check on Nafi's Instagram page or whatever, her Twitter. She's always on Twitter.
Just_chill. What's up? 14.
And you can get some more of her tea. We'll have a playlist with all her previous videos that have surprisingly done much better than my other videos. Am I mad about this because she just came out of nowhere and took over my show? A little bit. But will I bring her back? You goddamn right I will. So thank you so much, Nafi. And we'll be back in a second here. Take care, guys.
Right,
go get your shot.
Seems like every night, don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end decide, slow it down and we can catch the vibe. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind, been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived, shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night, don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end decide, slow it down.